you could do all of the things, and still not receive the money because you have not focused on your energetic frequency first, who you be before you take the action. It's like a great example of this is like you wouldn't go around your house and just vacuum the house without first plugging the vacuum cleaner in or charging it if you have a wireless vacuum cleaner like me. You wouldn't go around the house and take all of this action without actually plugging your energy in to the frequency of your desires. So, like I spoke about, I shifted my frequency first and my identity, and then took aligned action from that space. And that's when everything lined up, right? And it's the same that I did when I started to focus on my energy, who I was being. That's when I started to see a shift in my financial reality. And I went from manifesting $0 after $0 after $0 into manifesting, 5K, 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 10K, 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 15, 20, because I worked on and really focused on my energetic alignment. And the biggest misconception that I see and hear is you can't actually, like, your external reality is the ultimate truth. Because so often we look at what we have or we don't have in our external reality, and then we allow that to affect what it is that we attract moving forward. But at any single moment, you have the ability to shift your energetic state to match a whole different timeline. So what am I talking about that? When I'm talking about energy, if you can imagine and picture for a second with me, is that you turn on the TV and you're watching a specific channel, right? You're watching channel 10 or whatever it is, and a specific TV show or movie is playing on that channel. And then you tune to a different channel and a completely different movie is playing on the other channel. Both exist at the same time, but you're tuning your energy to align with a different channel. So the reality that you're experiencing right now in your financial reality, the reality that you see in your external world, is just the reality that you are tuned into with your energy, your past thoughts, beliefs, and actions towards money have just created the reality that you are living in now. But you get to tune your channel. You get to shift your energy, shift your vibration to match a whole different timeline, a reality that you actually want to be experiencing. And I fucking love doing this with clients because so often people have just been experiencing the same reality over and over again and be like, why do I keep manifesting, dribs and drabs of money, a little bit here and there, but then it's just not what I want. It's not what I want to be experiencing. I'm taking all of this action, but not seeing the results. And when we start to look at the identity, look at the vibration, look at who you are being, your thoughts, feelings, and actions towards money, and we actually dig deeper into what is happening there, that is when you're aligned to a whole different timeline, the timeline that you actually want, and you start to feed that timeline with your energy. And manifestation is a game of momentum. So when you build on that new energy and you build and build and build and build, pop, your manifestations come into fruition. And I love seeing this. I absolutely froth this. So it was the same in my reality. So when I was shifting my identity around money and I was looking at, how I was actually thinking and feeling and acting towards money and looking at the relationship that I had with money and looking at how I was actually showing up. Like, for an example, because I didn't have the money that I desired in my bank, I would go to the shops and I would feel this resentment, this feeling of guilty that I was spending money. And that within itself meant that I was out of alignment with receiving the money that I desired. Because if you think about it, how would the version of you who already has the money that you desire be showing up? Would they be at the shops feeling resentment, feeling guilty, feeling that pinch of, oh my gosh, I'm losing money, I don't have enough, lack, if they're at the shops? Or would they be going around and being like, wow, look how much food I have access to. Wow, I'm so thrilled that I have the money to be able to purchase these particular things. And going around the shop like that, right? It doesn't mean that you live out of your means, because the wealthiest version of you wouldn't even do that. But it's all of these things that add up to your energy. And are you living, and it's not just in your business, it's in all areas of your life, are you living in accordance with the version of you who already has that money? So, how do we do this? How can we actually align our frequency to match this version of us who is already experiencing the wealth that you desire to experience? So I want to share with you a couple of things here, right? A couple of things that are really going to help you start to understand and start to shift into a new vibration, which is going to allow you to actually receive the wealth that you truly desire from the action that you are taking. Because when I started to do this work, I was taking the exact same action that I was doing before, but I was seeing totally different results. Money was coming in, clients were starting to come in. And I was like, what? What the heck? I'm doing the exact same actions that I was doing before. I'm not changing anything. There's no magic strategy that I have just started to apply into my life. No, it's because I was shifting my energy. I was shifting my vibration to match this timeline. Like I was talking about, I was tuning the station to see a completely different movie of my life play out in front of my eyes. So, how you do this, and if you have a sheet of paper, amazing, in front of you and a pen, or you can come back to this exercise later, or you can use your phone, whatever you desire. And I want to share this really powerful exercise with you. I want you to draw a line down the middle of your page. And at the top of, the left-hand side, I want you to write current self, or you can write your name, and then on the other side, I want you to write your name 2.0. So for an example, my left side would be Ashley, and then on the other side would be Ashley 2.0. It's like, this is the reality that I desire. This is the identity that already has the money that I desire. Or you can write six-figure version of you, whatever floats your boat, essentially. And I want you to just write down all of the ways that you experience and think and feel about money as your current self. So, for an example, is it that your current self might, when they pay for something, they feel guilty. They feel like they're losing money. They don't have enough. So there's just like this guilt that goes with spending money. But if you go to the Ashley 2.0 or the six-figure version of you, how are they interacting and feeling with money? Are they actually feeling grateful for spending money? Because they know that money flows back to them in excess, right? You can see by doing this exercise and really spend some time on this, what you believe about money now versus what the version of you who already has the money that you desire thinks and feels and acts towards money. It's a really powerful and potent and eye-opening exercise to do. And I do this with my clients as well in significant detail, is because you can see the separation from where you are to where you desire to be. Because so often people think that creating a new identity is all about, the looks. Oh, I just need to cut my hair or get a new outfit or change something about myself. Then I will step into this new identity and then I will receive the thing that I want. But there's so much misconception around that, because thinking that you have to look a different way, or you have to say, lose the weight and then I will step into this 2.0 self, or get a haircut, then I'll step into this 2.0 self, is that you're actually blocking yourself from receiving now, receiving abundance now, receiving the wealth that you desire now. Can you see that? Because you're like, oh, I have to look a certain way, then I will receive it. Whereas the only difference that happened from me manifesting $0 after $0 and then six figures in that same year was the internal shift. I was taking the exact same action. I looked the exact same way, but my internal world changed. How I was thinking, my beliefs, and how I was acting towards money. So this is such a potent thing, because when you can get clear on that identity, the version of you who already has the money that you desire, and you can get clear on who she is, how she feels and how she acts towards money and her beliefs towards money, and you can step into that identity and move from that space and take action from that space, that's when everything just lines up and everything just happens, and you're building that momentum towards that timeline, and boom, the money comes in. It is so powerful. It is so powerful because money responds to your energy. It does not care how much money you have sitting in your account right now. It does not care how much action you are taking. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter how many people are commenting on your photos. Can you see that all of those things that we think matter do not matter to money? Money is only responding to your energy, your frequency, how you think, feel, and act towards it. So by shifting your identity, shifting your internal vibration, and acting from that space, that is when your external reality changes to match your internal world, because your external world is just mirroring the universal law of mirrors, mirroring your external reality with a delay. But so many people are focusing on their external reality now, which is just your past energy, your past feelings, actions, emotions towards money, which you can choose to shift in this now moment to align to a whole different reality. And then you start building momentum towards that new reality. And that is when, boom, it changes. Everything fucking changes. And the power of this that I see in my clients, the power of this that I have seen in my life is so crazy, incredible, that I just want everyone to experience this. So, on that note, as you can see how passionate I am at actually helping you shift your vibration, shift your identity to match the reality, the wealth that you truly desire, so that you can actually have a shift in your financial reality. So, on that note, I want to talk about something that is so exciting that is coming up this month. And if you are, listening to the replay for this, then I will link down below the replay for you so you can have access to that. But if you are listening to this before the 28th of June, 2024, then I want you to listen to this, because this is the thing that is going to shift everything for you. I have decided to hold a free, completely free, I know, wild, in-person event to help you shift your identity, your energetic state to match the reality, the wealth that you truly desire. So, and I just saw 1111, of course. Absolutely, of course. So this space is called the audacity to be wealthy. So the audacity to step into this wealthy version of you, which already exists, because like what I mentioned, there is already a parallel reality, without getting too esoteric in this, but it is quantum physics. Like, it's not even like this la 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 concept. It is science. To know that there is already a reality where you are experiencing the wealth that you desire, where you are the wealthy version of you, where you are the six-figure version of you. And it's having the audacity to step into her now, to really embody this version of you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, exactly how to shift your identity to match that version of you, the version of you who already knows how to attract your next six figures. They already know exactly how to attract that. And when you embody that, you are guided through your intuition on the how, right? On the how to manifest your next six figures. It all comes down to identity, how you think, feel, and act towards money. And I'm going to show you in this in-person event. So I'm going to be holding this in Kirra in the Gold Coast at a beautiful, luxurious location that I've picked out. It is just stunning. And I'm going to be holding this for 10 women. So I would get in quick to secure a spot when you can get to the Gold Coast, because I'm not even saying if. Like, this space is going to be so potent that you are going to want to be in the room. So getting here is going to be out of the question. It's going to be, of course I'm going to be able to get there. Of course I'm going to book that flight or whatever you have to do to get into that room. Because the potency of this space is going to be next level. And if you're one of my overseas gals, then completely understand that. I'm also going to be recording this and holding it live on Zoom as well. So if for whatever reason you can't get in the room, if all options are outside of you or the spaces are full, then I'm going to be recording this as well and live on Zoom. So the link will be in the show notes to secure your spot. The spots on Zoom will be limited as well to keep it as an intimate space. But wow, I can't even articulate the energy that is going to transpire in this space, all I'm just going to say is you are going to want to be there to really have that shift in your external world. So I'm so excited for this. I'm going to leave it on that note, and all of the details will be down below in the show notes. But I'm sending you so much love. I hope that you got so much from this episode, and I cannot wait to see you in the room there.